Do you know what are the micro skills of listening comprehension? I'm Nilo and this is the Essential English channel. In this video, I'll tell you 10 micro skills of listening comprehension. The first micro skill you should learn is retain chunks of language of different lengths in short-term memory. For example, chunks of language. In this chunk, there are 3 words, but when you say it, it comes as only one group of words. The number 2 skill is discriminate among distinctive sounds of English. For example, the word length. For me, it's quite difficult to say it because there's a G, a TH, and when it's plural, there's an S sound. So it's lengths. The third micro skill you should learn to improve your English listening is recognizing English stress patterns, not just in words, like word stress, but also unstressed positions when a word or part of a word in a sentence is unstressed, but also rhythmic structure, because questions, affirmations have different intonation and different rhythm, but also intonational contours. For example, I never forget the example one of my teachers gave me for I love you. When you say I love you, there's an emphasis on the word I. So the question should be who loves me or who loves you? And the answer should be I. And also there's who is loved by you, so you can say I love you, and there's a different contour in that sentence. The fourth skill you should learn to improve your English listening is recognize reduced form of words. Sometimes even mainly American pronunciation have some reduction in the pronunciation. There are some mumbling in the pronunciation that fades, some parts of the word fades away. So you must be very attentive to those reductions. The number 5 skill you should learn to improve your listening skill is distinguish word boundaries. At the first moment when you start learning a language, the words become a block. You cannot distinguish when a word starts and when a word finishes. But as time goes by, you will notice there are some boundaries, and you can recognize a core word in the sentence that makes the sentence, the statement understandable. The number 6 skill you should learn is the process speech at different rates of delivery. In another video, we have commented about the rate of delivery. So this skill is super important if you want to master the listening skill in a second language. The 7th skill you should learn to improve your pronunciation and your listening skill is the process speech containing pauses, errors, corrections, and other performance variables. As we have commented in one of the videos you can check in the channel, the performance variables it depends on the age of the speaker and also the gender, the background. So there are different variables that you should concern about. The number 8 skill you should learn is recognize grammatical word classes. That's a very important skill because, for example, in English, you should learn that the adjective comes before the noun, so that's something that makes listening more difficult, mainly for Brazilians. But recognizing grammatical classes makes listening much easier. The number 9 skill you should learn to improve your listening skill is detect sentence constituents and distinguish between major and minor constituents. For example, when you listen to something, you must recognize which is the subject and what is the object in the sentence. The 10th skill you should master if you want to improve your listening skill is recognize that a particular meaning may be expressed in a different grammatical forms. So when I say about this microskill, I mean there are different registers in language. For example, you can be more formal or less formal, and that makes listening easier or more difficult. Thank you so much for watching to this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to receive the notifications for the next videos.